Ah, yes. 4chan, the worst place on the internet. The only place that even comes close to reaching this is Twitter. And Twitter's still more bearable than 4chan. This is where the greatest of humanity comes and gathers to discuss their brilliant, genius ideas. Those ideas happen to be: is the earth flat? Jesus? And other wacky, zany conspiracy theories. Why I have the sombrero of judgment. The poncho's just to be cozy. Ponchos are cozy. So join me on a wild ride of dodging hentai advertisements so I don't have to edit them and wondering what I'm doing with my life. This is the Slash X Files. Also, disclaimer: if you're under 13, probably shouldn't be on this video. 4chan is a very not safe for workplace, and as a content creator, it's my job to warn my audience in advance. So if you're 13 or under, please click away from this video. I don't want your parents upset. I don't want you upset. Win-win-win for everyone, you know? So, let's just get right into the thick of it. I feel like I'm slowly losing my grip on reality. Is this true enlightenment? No, you dumb fuck. It's going insane. See a goddamn psychiatrist. Time travel to the moment of my birth. I have recently completed a loop in time approximately 21 years and 7 months in length to fix the present for myself and those around me. I did not utilize a time machine, rather I was able to spring back my consciousness from March 2020 to my birth in 1999 to relive my life from that point forward and have an outcome that was far better than my situation prior. The method to achieve so was gruesomely exhaustive, quite dangerous to my mental health, and took a significant amount of time in practicing various mind-relaxing and altering abilities to achieve so. Aha. I did not return to become wealthy. That has never been an envy of mine, though I did manage to be wiser with money, ultimately leaving me in a better financial position than before. Nor did I so try and prevent disasters or other tragedies from occurring. I am a small town boy, and there's simply no feasible way for me to have been able to prevent every single preventable disaster in the span of 20 years. It's a fact that still haunts me, knowing to an extent that said knowledge reminded in me, but I was powerless to do so. I did help those around me, saved relationships that could not have gone down easy, met people before I did, avoided those I should have, and get to experience my childhood again, amongst other things. I was completely unaware of this entire ordeal until I accidentally stumbled across a method I used previously online, and the memories came rushing back in. It was quite a frightening experience, but very effective. Overall, although my previous life was enjoyable, I find this revised timeline to be much better for those that I care about and myself. Feel free to ask me anything. I don't really care for those who don't wish to believe my story. I just found this more appropriate to share this tale. You dirty son of a bitch. Past 2020. You messed with the timeline, and God gave us this. Fuck you. Let's read the comments. How did you do it? If you're unwilling to share the method, you're wasting my time. You're already wasting your time. You're unfortunate. I imagine this is a bit of an understatement, mate. Quite dangerous to my mental health. Can't be dangerous if it's already gone. I would argue my mental state before going back was a lot worse due to things going on in my life. I recall a depressive episode that lasted an entire month and would definitely not go through it again. Depressive episode that lasts 1 month? Those are rookie numbers. Don't pump those up, because self-care is important. The only thing worse than a schizo is a self-conscious schizo. Generalize mental health more. That will really help further the study of it. Listen to the tales like he said, idiot. Okay. Classic 4chan homophobia. Suck my dick, F slur. I can link you a few of the tapes the Monroe Institute used to help the U.S. Army investigate this phenomena back in 1983. The U.S. Army could time travel, we'd be ruling Central America. We wouldn't have stopped at Banana Republic. Chiquita would have gone to the CIA and said, I get banana. You get military dictatorship. And that would be how we controlled the entire continent. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you look it up. Banana republics, fun times, war crimes. No way that's an actual working link. Where is page 25? There is no page 25. Why is OBS popping up? Uh-oh. It is really weird, but hang with me for a second. This is OP explaining what it was like to regain memories of their first life. Things came to me like cues or just a voice in my head being unusually wiser than what my mental maturity was at the time, like intuition or deja vu as link I'm not even gonna touch. One specific example I can remember vividly is this girl who got exposed horribly in high school, like her life was ruined sophomore year because of a video her ex shared and it just blew up all over the city. This was one of the things I decided to set right had I succeeded because, well, nobody really deserves that kind of shit. Well, at least you've got a moral in this fanfiction. Plus, she was a younger sister of a guy I used to be friends with. Keynote, I don't talk to the guy now, much less his sister. One day, I just had an unnatural sense of urgency over this girl. It's called attraction. I snooped around, got her number, and booted up a burner number on a burner app and just said, don't send the video. Because she freaked out, asking shit like, who the fuck is this? And stopped playing verbatim. I never heard her name come up in a negative light that it had in my previous timeline. Uh-huh. I never talked to anyone about it, never told anyone until now, and it wasn't until that rush came back that I realized, well, that's why it fucking happened. You know, of all the people in the universe, assuming that this isn't, like, made up, because I'm 90% certain it is, assuming this isn't made up, of all the people in the universe, this is the highest your aspirations go. You traveled back in time, and that is the furthest you go. Galactus brain moment. Okay, next thread. My friends have recently informed me of their experience with a creature dubbed Long Deer. So far, not much is known about it, as only our group seem to have known about it. Wow, this guy knows how to write. At the very least, online searches don't pull anything up. Long Deer is described as being too long in the legs, and skinny there too. L says it gives him skinwalker vibes. He's been seen around the area known as Skin Quarter, which used to be a Native American area for skinning and quartering deer. Wow, I would have never guessed with a name like Skin Quarter. I'm personally planning on taking time to check out the area with my phone on hand to see if I can get some personal first-hand experience with the creature, as so far I only have second and third-hand encounters to share. You're gonna fucking die. Horror movie logic, you are already dead. The friends I know who have had first-hand experiences seem to be terrified of the incident. They probably should be. It's also worth noting that while these friends all know each other, their experiences were completely separate with different parties involved. The first experience with Long Gear involved AD and a pair of siblings, although I believe A is the only one who saw it and is really touchy on sharing more information. Second experience was just with L. L and D are dating, but they are my roommates. D also had the experience of seeing a fresh, completely gutted deer on the side of the road in the area. I'm hoping to see if anyone else has heard of Long Deer. I have my doubts in its existence, and I think a bit of skepticism is fair to have, but I'm excited to try and delve into this. Share your friends' encounters. Racial slur. Deer skulls are prime spooky shit. I love that stuff. They can be put on trees, and you would never know if it was one of those vague shapes or actually a person. I love that style of horror, normalizing something strange and then using it for scares. It's nice. Nice filmography analysis? Anti-advertisements. I shouldn't have scrolled down. I got nothing better to do, so I'll help you and your thread out. Does a deer look like your pickerel? Pickerel? What? Okay, if not, what does it look like? Deer are often associated with nature and purity. How would this mix with the story of a long deer? Look up the creature known as a Wendigo, and then a bit of a description. Okay, next thread. Nice. In your opinion, what would realistically happen if aliens were on this planet and made themselves known? Go into as much detail as possible. When is your paper due? Probably like 2 or 3 days from now. No. Okay. I'm not writing a paper. Genius. People would fuck them and or call them racist. Incorrect. They would do both. Then give your opinion, post some pics, some links, just going, topic, discuss, is lazy ass shit. You're on 4chan, what do you expect? Kind of depends on their intentions. Did they hide here and have been here for years? Did they cause a global warming to suit their habitat? Have they helped humanity in some way, either through their wisdom or knowledge or technology? Are they refugees from a dying planet? Are they willing to share their advanced physics and math? If they're stuck on Earth, they're no better than us. You mean what would the humans do? The average people would completely lose their goddamn minds. Even a huge chunk of people that would see it coming would be totally scared, I'd guess. You'd get a bunch of people totally okay with it too, but I don't think you'd be able to control the amount of people who would lose their shit. Look at these humans. They can't even shake hands with a Hispanic person without being afraid or angry. I don't think they can handle the extraterrestrials. This person lives in the American South. Don't worry. This miserable, fat white fucks you surround yourself in, fat racist fucks, are just, they live down there. They stay down there. There's a reason no one leaves the South. We'd fuck them and move on. Perfect transitioning point. Have you accepted your death/X? My hat has accepted its fall. Go on the bucket. Yes, and the Jews fear this. Look me in the eyes. Look. I'm a Jew, of Jewish descent. Unless I missed out on like the top secret bar mitzvah classified parties, this makes zero fucking sense. It's literally just what God you choose to believe in. It's a cloud dude. It's a cloud dude that says, hey, don't eat pigs. Why would a Jew do that? What would the point be? How much of an idiot do you have to be to still believe 15th century propaganda from Germany about Jews poisoning well water? The stupidity of humanity truly amazes me sometimes. Oh, but it gets better. When the white man will no longer care what happens to his physical self, then he will become free. Doesn't matter what skin tone or gender you are. When you don't care what happens to your physical body, you are free because you can just die. It's called being suicidal. I'll live forever. That would be worse than dying. Kind of. I experienced an ego death a while ago, but the effects fade over time. Hmm. Yes, I know what will happen when I die, and every day I prepare for it. No, you don't. No one does. Even the people who have been dead and came back don't really know what it was. Except the fact that my fat cock must be placed in your mother's mouth. Ah, yes, but I don't agree with it. What are you gonna do? Kill God? I was never alive. Hmm. You think you've accepted it, but you will probably wiggle on your deathbed. It's not supposed to be that easy. This is. This person knows what's going on. I give this an okay take out of 10. Anyone want to help me out with whatever the fuck this was? Be me. Elementary school, 3 to 5th grade, can't remember exactly. Standing in the lunch line with my lunch cart, everything is fine. Thinking about lunch, line is getting close to milk cooler. Suddenly hear a bunch of buzzing and nothing else. Everything goes black for a second, soon see the back of my head and I rise up above myself. Panic and blink. Suddenly everything is back to normal and I feel my knees give out, stumble and almost fall. Look around and wonder if anyone saw what I did. No one is paying attention. Tell no one. What the fuck happened to me? It's never happened to me since then. Seizure that led to out-of-body experience? I don't know. Classic rape jokes. Tasteful. You were probably diddled and suppressed the memories. This is what the poster of that comment had happened to him, and he's exercising it by being hateful on the internet. Seizure. Yeah, I think so. I have never been divvled. We know. Never had a history of seizures, but maybe. What does a seizure feel like exactly? More rape jokes. Yeah, maybe if you keep making them, they'll become funny. That's definitely how comedy works. Feel like when you're really young, like 1 to 9, you just experience borderline schizo shit constantly. Yeah, your brain isn't developed. Disregard anything this poster says. They are a shiller of kid diddling. Look at other posts. Begone beasts. Oh god, I scrolled too far down. I have to what are the advertisements? I hate 4chan so much. I've come here 4 times trying to record this video. 3 of those were when I was using OpenShop, which is why the video failed so many times. But my reputation, the data Google is harvesting, the amount of hentai advertisements. I don't want hentai advertisements. I don't care about hentai. I just want to feel loved, so stop throwing titties in my face. Next thread. School iceberg thread. I'm definitely stealing this. This is prime video real estate. School iceberg thread. As if we needed more evidence that way too many posters on /x are kids. Kids are everywhere on the internet. Everywhere. Let's see if I can open this image. Please don't have titties on it. Iowa Public School. How do I zoom in? Please let me zoom in. It's not going to let me zoom in. Alright. I think we're just going to have to leave this at that. Ugh, I'm tired. Anyways, that has been the first episode of the /X Files. Should have recorded this at a better time. Now you have seen the greatest, the most brilliant, and the brightest humanity has to offer. If Jesus Christ himself descended and said, "Give me a reason to spare you," I would send him here and say, "Jesus, end my fucking misery." Anyways, that's about it. As always, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful time. Memento mori.